every single player understands that faction bonuses, which are general faction bonuses, are not that game changer. But let me tell you one thing, even inside the factions there are some hidden bonuses which is really important to understand, especially when you are deciding which faction you want to play in, which troop type you want to main, right? Because you want to have all the information which is necessary for you to decide your main troop type, especially if you are free to play player, right? That's why I think this video will be really important for all the players to not make a simple mistake by choosing wrong faction, by just deciding what's the faction bonus, right? Until we're gonna go to the hidden bonuses, let's see what's obvious for us, right? For example, obvious bonuses for our factions: Springwardens, Legion March speed increase, and Elixir production speed increase. Both of them are 5%. For League of Order, we are having Legion Magic Defense 3% and overall gathering speed, which is going to be 10%. And one last but not least, Wilderburg, which is going to have Legion physical attack 3% and destruction engineering, which is basically you're gonna be faster in terms of destroying towers, bastions, or fortresses, right? Pretty nice for the alliance gameplay. From these bonuses, we understand that these are the small percentages of the big game and it won't gonna change too much, right? But let me tell you one thing, almost every single faction has something which other does not have inside the troops, inside the troop types, right? For example, let's top at the Springwardens faction. For example, if you're gonna go with the Springwardens and you want to be archer main, your archer troops will have a special ability, right? Alright, archers can sacrifice march speed to ensure maximum accuracy, increasing their physical attack, right? So which means they will reduce the march speed, but they will have high physical attack. This will be only for the Springwardens archers. You won't gonna have something like this for the League of Orders archers or even Wilderburg's archers, right? So this is really unique. This is what I mean hidden bonuses for the factions itself inside the troops, which is really important. Also, we have to mention infantry and cavalry troops doesn't really have like unique skills. For example, for the Springwardens cavalry units, because we know the cavalry of Springwardens are basically archers on the horses, ranged units, basically, they can attack multiple targets at once, right? So that's the unique, extra unique special troop for the Springwardens, which makes this faction more of a cavalry main, right? But what's the most important from the Springwardens? The unique skills are reduce march speed, increase physical attack, and also for the mages, right? Mages, which is long-lived trends, are also having unique ability, right? For example, what this unique ability is long-lived trends are living record of history, a source more valuable than any book. They will never forget how the elves fought shoulder to shoulder with them, right? Which means shoulder to shoulder, it will have a buff, basically defense buff to a surrounding friendly legions. Basically, if you're gonna have one major legion inside, whenever you are Springwardens faction, you're gonna increase defense of your surrounding friendly legions, which is pretty nice, right? Because we all know how much defense is rated, especially for mages, because mages are having lowest amount of defense in the game. So that's the unique ability for the mages of Springwarden faction. Let's not even speak about the uniquest troop type which every single faction has, which is flying unit, and for the Springwardens that's the forest eagle. Basically, archers and mages are having the unique ability for the Springwardens. So if you are archer main or mage main, or you are going to be, you kind of have to have this information, right? And with that, we can go and check out League of Orders unique abilities like hidden bonuses for the troops, right? First of all, we have to mention that the Vestals are the mage troops for the League of Order, and what kind of special ability Vestals have. Vestals basically are increasing HP to a nearby friendly legion, right? Same as, for example, the Springwardens long-lived trends, they increase defense. For the League of Order, the Vestals mage units are increasing HP. Now you have to decide which buff you prefer on your mages, right? Of course, it will increase the HP of your own hero pair and maybe one more, right? I believe it won't gonna increase HP and defense to all units. I believe it's yourself and one more unit, which is also pretty nice, right? So yeah, this is the HP bonus for the Vestals, and for the League of Order, we also have Ballistas, right? Ballistas are marksman units of League of Order. Basically, Ballista's unique skill is after few rounds in battle, they can increase their normal attack damage. Basically, Ballistas will increase normal attack damage for your archers, right? So it's pretty nice because we know that there is a lot of normal attack damage dealer archers and marksmen in Call of Dragons. Since the basic heroes, even season 2, season 3, we all know those ones, which is like Magrat and Zaida, for example, right? So yeah, like archer troops for the League of Order is increasing normal attack damage, which is pretty nice. And of course, infantry and knights are pretty similar, right? In terms of unique skill. And of course, League of Order's special unit is Celestials, which is magic flying units, which has higher magic attack than Vestals, right? That's why most of the mage players are using Celestials, because Celestials actually deal more damage than normal Vestals, because Vestals' unique ability is HP, basically, right? This one is magic attack increase. So yeah, besides Legion magic defense, overall gathering speed, Vestals and Ballistas have their own unique hidden bonuses, which I believe players should know until they are making their decisions. And the last one, which we're gonna speak, is of course Wilderburg, right? Wilderburg, of course, has unique skills and hidden bonuses itself. And the first one, let's check Spearman, right? Marksman unit for the Wilderburg faction. And as you can see, in battle, their graceful movements increase all damage dealt to enemies, right? So basically, all damage dealt increase means increasing basically every single offensive stat, like even counter attack, normal attack damage, fit, like every single skill damage factor. Skill damage increase might be even concluded to this wording, right? So basically, all damage dealt increases bonuses are the best ones because it increases all around damage, which is one of the main reasons why I'm Wilderburg, because I really appreciate this kind of hidden bonus. And of course, in a late game when every single percentage actually matters, all damage dealt increase to your own unit feels amazing, right? Of course, Wilderburg has one more hidden bonus, which is magic. Like mages of the Wilderburg, and here we had, like, for example, on Springwardens we had defense increase on mages. On League of Order we had HP, and in Wilderburg we have attack increase to surrounding friendly legions, right? Basically more offensive stats for the Wilderburg inside the hidden bonuses, and plus of course to the faction bonus also, right? And yeah, that's basically two. And of course, we have to mention the flying unit, the special unit of this faction, which is Wyvern Riders. Their special abilities, basically, they can destroy the towers from a distance and kind of faster. And of course, they are also one more marksman units in the game, so why not, right? So yeah, basically, if you like, we can conclude, right, in a one word, how we could conclude the factions of Call of Dragons, right? For example, more offensive faction is Wilderburg, for sure. more defensive faction is League of Order, and what we can say about most weird faction is Springwardens, right? Because even Cavalry is really weird. Not weird, different, I would say, right? So that's the hidden bonuses for the factions of Call of Dragons, and of course I want to give my tips to all the beginners and free-to-play players which factions to go, right? So basically, if you want to be Mage player in Call of Dragons, you basically have to go for a League of Order, not even for the Vestal's HP bonus and other things. Basically, it's really simple, not even for the Legion magic defense bonus, 3%, no. For beginners, Wilder will be amazing hero for you. For the starter, it will be perfect. And the biggest reason, in the late game, Celestials are amazing, right? Celestials are the best mage troops if we are comparing to the Vestals, and they are the most used flying troops in the game, right? So basically, if you want to be mage main and you want to invest your resources to mage heroes and mage artifacts, and you are satisfied with the mage gameplay, I honestly believe that League of Order from the day 1 to the last day will be your primary choice, right? If you are asking, George, which faction we should go if we want to be archer main like you are, obvious answer, Wilderburg will be your faction, right? I understand. Starting hero is infantry, garrison skill, Bahar won't gonna be too much useful for your own gameplay. That's why for beginners, being archer main is really tough, because the start of the game is really tough for you, right? But trust me, archers are late game troop type, late game troop main in Call of Dragons, right? As soon as you're gonna have at least 2 marches of the archer heroes with the spearmen, with the Wyvern riders, this is the archer faction which you have to go, right? Everything is indicating that for the archer players, Wilderburg should be your #1 choice. Even the Legion physical attack bonus is kinda cool, because archers are having highest physical attack bonus in the game, and every single percentage will just make it even higher, right? Of course, one more, if you are cavalry main, you are kinda going for the Springwardens, right? But there is one but, right? If you are cavalry main, you could easily go for League of Order, and Wilderburg also. If you want to be Forest Eagle player, right? Flying cavalry unit player, that's a totally different gameplay. Cavalry main means on the land. If you want to be land cavalry player, you have to be either League of Order with the normal knights, or with the Wilderburg with the wolf riders, right? And my advice would be, if you want to be land cavalry main, Wilderburg should be a nice choice for you. If you want to be flying cavalry player, there is only one way for you to do that, and that's for sure Springwardens, right? And even like Legion March Speed is great, but not that amazing to decide this faction by this stat, right? Of course, it's nice, but not game changer. Elixir production speed is also nice, but not the game changer. In general, the faction bonuses are not the game changers. They are just additional small details to the more global, unique skills which we just mentioned in this video, right? I hope after watching this video it will be easier for everybody to decide which faction you guys are going to play, because it actually matters, because there are also a different troop types inside the factions which we basically spoke in this video, right? And yeah, as always, if you like the video, press like, subscribe, share. It always gives me more and more motivation to make more content for this game. I wish everybody an amazing day, morning and night. We are going to see each other really soon. Bye bye and good luck.